Hello everyone, welcome back to Tinateach Python. For our next lesson today, we'll be looking at looping dictionary. All right, every data type we've learned looping, we've learned adding and removing items. Now this time it's up to dictionary. And we'll be taking a look at the common looping, like the for loop, and then the methods that help with looping dictionaries as well, such as values, keys, and items. Since there are keys and values in dictionary as opposed to simply values in list, set, and tuple, let's take a look at how to loop keys first, all right? So, the common for loops does just as well with looping keys, and when you loop through a dictionary with this for loop, you will get the keys and only the keys, all right? Now, if you want values, I'll tell you in a bit, and this is the syntax that we're working with for loop. Return keys, once again, this is just a placeholder. You can use this for you can name this as anything, X, Y, Z, values, not values, result. For example, I'm just putting in return key so it's easier to understand. In this dictionary, let's just pretend that we have a dictionary named this dictionary. Print return keys, all right? So in this dictionary, whatever keys and value pairs you have, it'll only give you back the keys. Now we know how to loop keys. Let's take a look at how to loop values. Once again, you can use the for loop using the index. You can print all of the values one by one, just like you'd seen with keys. Once again, I'm using return values as opposed to return keys, all right? In this dictionary, so the same thing we're working with, print this dictionary, and now with the square brackets. So if you want just the keys, no brackets, no squares, but if you want the values, you have the square and you have the bracket, all right? Now let's take a look at our first method, values. Using the values method to return the values of a dictionary is very self-explanatory. Values is values. For return values in this dictionary, dot values, no need to pass in any sort of argument, just empty parenthesis, print return values, all right? And as you might surmise, this would give you the same result as this would. It's just different ways of getting the same thing. Next up is keys. Using the keys method to return the keys of a dictionary, you have the same syntax that you've seen with the values method, all right? So for return keys in this dictionary, dot keys, open parenthesis, all empty, print return keys, and this would give you all of the keys that are in this dictionary as opposed to this one that will give you all of the values in the dictionary. Now, what if you don't want just one? You don't want just values or just keys, but you want both pair. You can use items. Befittingly, there is a way you can loop through both keys and values using the items method. I have 4 return keys, so the keys goes first and then the value goes second. Return values in this dictionary dot item, no need for any argument. Print return keys and return values, so you get the keys listed here and then you get the value listed afterwards, okay? And they would go in pair, so you won't have any sort of confusion on that part. My cat equals to sassy is true. Polite, forgot the over there, is false. And picky is true. And then age is 2. Now let's go down here. For return keys in my cat, we have print return keys. All right. Then here for return values in my cat, we have print my cat, then square brackets, return values. All right. Now what's next? The methods, right? For result in my cat dot keys, print. Then finally, oh wait, not finally. Sorry, for result in my cat dot values, I almost forgot values over here. Print result, and then let's go down here, and for total in my cat dot items, we're printing both keys and value. Print, oops, sorry, I meant to say total keys and total values. So print total keys and then total values, because you want to print keys and values, right? You can't just print one thing. Now let's see how this runs. Okay, so let's take a look at what this is. First, we print out return keys. We have keys sassy, polite, and picky, as well as age, right? And then we print out the values. So true, false, and true. Next up, we're printing out keys again, as well as value. So we have the same thing printed twice. And then we have total keys and total values in cat.items. Therefore, we have sassy equals true, polite equals false, and picky equals true, as well as age equals to 2. Now that's it for today's lesson. I hope that you get to learn something new and something exciting today. Our next topic that we're going to tackle is nested dictionaries, all right? So I hope that you do tune in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Learn today, better tomorrow. Goodbye.